Check 1, 2, check, check. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Coffee with Father James. I've got my Rampant Lion Scottish mug in honor of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, may she rest in peace. Now I want to be clear, as a Scotsman, a Catholic, I'm not a monarchist. I mean, not just against the Hanoverian Saxe-Coburg House of Windsor variety, not even the Stuart variety of monarchy. I'm against the whole idea in general. Not necessarily constitutional monarchy as a structure, just this idea that some families of people are superior to others. Anyway, I'm going astray here, but that being said, I had tremendous respect for Her Majesty the Queen. I thought she was a remarkable woman. I once caught a glimpse of her as a 7-year-old boy. It was the silver jubilee of her coronation in Glasgow, and all I saw was a white gloved hand as the car whisked past me. That's my one memory. Anyway, so I was feeling very British, Scottish today. That's why I have this. And today I'd like to invite you to go on a journey with me. We're leaving the St. Peter's location of Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish. We're going to walk down to Sullivan's Pond. And I thought that it would be better to share some of what I have to share with you today as we journey together, because, well, that's what our experience of parish is. It's a journey. What a weekend we had this past weekend. The Archbishop was here on Saturday to celebrate the closing liturgy of St. Paul's Church. It was sad but beautiful. It was a moment of grief, but yet hope. And I think overall, a time of reconciliation. There really was a sense of God's grace. The Archbishop did an amazing job. Music ministry, people from all over the diocese who had a history at St. Paul's. Boy, I was amazed at just how many people came from all these different parishes who actually had their roots in this one church. What an impact that community had on our city. We had the 12 confirmations yesterday. The Archbishop was back. He did a double header this weekend. But now, as a parish, we're in a very different place. We've formally closed St. Paul's Church. We've closed Immaculate Conception. This coming weekend, we have a Parish Pastoral Council half-day meeting, and we're going to begin the process of the strategic planning process. It's a process that's going to take us 8 months to a year, and our hope is to create a strategic plan from 2023 to 2028. Yes, we are going to look out 5 years. So please keep all that in your prayers. Now, with all of these changes, we also have some more changes coming. It seems just a constant season of change with regard to our staffing. And some of these changes I'm about to share with you were expected, were known, others were not. The biggest news is that Brenda Marquez, our parish office manager, who's been with us for 14 months, has decided to move on, to no longer be with us. Just situation with her family and things, she's discerned that she's unable to give what this job requires, and so it's sad for us. We're going to miss Brenda. She's always there in a tight spot to help out, and she's got a great sense of humor and smile, and very gifted with people. And so we wish Brenda very well. We wish her well. Her last day is going to be this coming Friday, so if you get a chance to drop into the office if you want to say thank you to her, to say hello to her. That leaves us in a kind of a tight spot, because already we are administratively understaffed. And I know you may say, well, doesn't he have all those staff? How can he say he's understaffed? Well, when you add up everything we're dealing with, from our 14 buildings, and dealing with the past and maintaining the present and looking into the future, the administrative, the financial elements, the running a retirement home for priests, everything we're trying to do to move forward with family ministry, kids ministry, evangelization, discipleship, what we're doing with the poor in all of our various ministries, including North Dartmouth, blah, blah, blah. All of these things have an administrative weight behind them. There's a fair amount of complexity that we have to deal with. Funerals, like we just, the last couple of days, got 3 funeral requests. Brenda was doing a lot of things. There was a lot of balls in the air. Now, you may remember back a number of months ago when Roy stepped down, Denise Trim stepped in to work half-time. She had retired. She had been responsible for RCMP buildings all over the country. They're constructing them and renewing them and maintaining them. And she's a civil engineer, project manager, faithful parishioner here. And she came short-term until we could figure things out. The good news is Denise is discerned to stay with us on staff in a half-time position. Now, what often happens in church circles, when you work half-time, you get half-time salary and full-time hours. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. And Denise, as a parishioner, is also going to continue to volunteer a portion of her time as all of our staff who are parishioners do. That leaves one position. We need basically to hire a new full-time staff member for administration. Here's the thing. We have to define what that role is, because it's not about finding someone to fill Brenda's role or Roy's role, because guess what? We're not where we were a year ago as a parish. We're in a different place than we were 2 years ago when Roy came on board. We need someone with a different set of skill sets. So that's what we're working on right now. We're hoping to get that job description completed and get it out there and get the process moving. Short term, we're working on a solution to maybe bring someone in to help us short-term deal with some of the chaos that might ensue over the next couple of days, weeks, and months. So here's the thing. Please be patient with us. Please, please, please. One other thing. Ian, our Director of Communications, or Digital Communication, he's been on contract for the last quite a number of months. And again, he's been putting so much in, working more hours than he gets paid for. And I'm pleased to say we're going to bring him up, just nudge him up a few more hours a week to full-time. And he's going to take on responsibility, not just for the website and communications and include everything online and the AV system. He's also going to, as well as the website, he's going to take on the calendar and the database that we've been working on as well. So that's good news for us too. All of these things are moving quickly, and I just want to mention one final thing. You know, about 2 years ago, we made a request of parishioners to consider if you had time during the week to help come and volunteer in the office, and many of you did. Many of you came forward to offer the very skills and gifts that you had. And over the years, the last 2 years, we've seen that number kind of dwindle a little bit through summer and such. Here's the thing: we kind of are at a point now where we need help. We really need your help. Here's what we're asking: if you have time once a week, even to offer a couple of hours to come in and to be present at that front desk, the door, the phones, and even whatever gifts that you bring, because we promise we'll try to engage you in your gifts for some of the tasks we have at hand. Please reach out to the parish office and let us know, because we do need help, because the staff are already kind of like feeling almost at breaking point, and just having that extra help at the front is a huge difference. So I hope you've enjoyed this little journey with me. Sorry for being a little more long-winded than usual, but I wanted to bring you up in all the latest. So God bless you, and enjoy this beautiful September week. Take care.